right, Spencer, you ready?
Yeah.
Congratulations on an Ironman title. Do you feel healthy? You know, you had some injuries. You battled some injuries the last couple of years.
Right.
Shoulder injury, right?
Yep.
Do you feel like you're back to 100% now?
Yeah, I do. It's just I've been wrestling pretty good, and I feel like this tournament, my first tournament back with folk style, and I'm healthy. I think I wrestled better every match that went on because it's my first folk style tournament, but I still don't feel like I wrestled as well as I could have. Definitely did not wrestle as well as I could have, but I still feel like I got better as the day went on, and I feel pretty good. I'm healthy and I'm ready to go. You know.
Last year, you can't wrestle in this tournament, so it stops you from being the third four-timer. How big is the drive to win this thing? How much did you want to get back here and get back on the top of that podium?
I think it was more a testament to myself. I had a choice between either coming to Ironman, winning it 4 times, or skipping the whole summer. So I chose to skip most of my high school season and maybe even gave up a state title. But luckily, I was able to compete. But and I told myself, you know what? I'll win a world title instead of 4 Ironman. But I would like to go and get that third to show everybody and make a statement that I could have won 4 if I wasn't hurt. But you know, anything can happen any given day. I didn't compete last year. There's some good guys. So
let's talk about Rio for a second. What did you learn out there? What kind of honor was it for you to be out there? I mean, did you take anything back?
I think that's what helped me win my world title. Wrestling with Daniel Dennis, someone as dominant and as physical and mean as that guy, means no one's going to punk me around. And I got used to wrestling that 6-minute style, you know. And I don't know if you know this, but I've only wrestled 1 6-minute freestyle match, and that was in the World Finals this year. And I think he's a testament to the fact that I went out there and I was able to do that because he was kicking me around and to get me in shape, and I really appreciate it. Rio was awesome.
Was it overwhelming at all?
No.
Why not?
Because I kind of think I've been raised that way, just like look at things in a new light, but don't be like into all of them. It was more like a humbling experience. You know, you go there and usually, you know, your high school or other places, you're usually one of the better athletes. And then you go to the Olympics and you're one of the worst athletes. It's like a humbling experience. Like, wow, all these guys are Olympians, and I'm just, you know, I'm just a high school kid that aspires to be just like you guys one day. So it was really humbling, and I'm really glad I got the opportunity to do that. You know?
When you come through this field, really the only match that you had trouble with, and trouble not even in underlined, it's kind of a quotation mark type of thing, was that semifinal match. Were you surprised that you went through the competition? I mean, there's 9 ranked kids in your weight class. Were you surprised you blew through them?
I don't feel like I did enough. In that semifinals match, I wasn't myself. I didn't push the pace. I kind of stood there and let him like move around and fake and get to his offense rather than me get to mine. And I feel like it was one of the, I'm not gonna say worst matches of my life because I did win, but I feel like I also not to the par that I put myself, like a standard that I put myself. So. You know.
And the last question for me, at least, 3-time Ironman champ, been to Rio, going to Iowa. You're here. What takes Spencer Lee here?
I think what takes me there is a different mindset, you know. In the semis match, I wasn't relaxed. I was super tense, kind of like, I'm a guy who likes having pressure on himself. I like having a target on my back, and I think I let this tournament, because it's a folk style tournament, I'm so used to if I get a takedown, I end the match. Like, I'm really, I think I'm pretty good on top. I like to think of myself like Logan Stever. He's just a point scorer, you know. He won a world title just recently, like today actually. But and he scores lots of points, and that's how I like to think of myself, as someone who scores lots of points. And I just don't think I did that as well as I could have.
In looking at it, Coach Tom and Terry Brands. In looking at it, yeah. When we talk about the Brands brothers, you know, Brands are the standard of intensity in wrestling. Would you say that?
They're pretty high up there if they're not.
In looking at it, do you have a lot of communication with them, or is that something where you're not communicating with them?
Those guys they're like uncles and fathers, like, you know, second fathers and second uncles to me. They're just guys that I really respect, and if they tell me something, I listen to it like my own father was telling me. It's a respect thing. So I love those guys.
Do you prefer Tom over Terry, or Terry over Tom?
I don't know. There's a preference, but I think the one that recruited me the most was Terry. So I kind of got a good relationship with him first, and then in Rio I had the most contact with Tom. So I feel like I'm pretty close to both of them, and both of them helped me sway my decision to go to Iowa because they're just guys that I love and I aspire to be like one day.
In looking at that, so Silva comes out and he kind of hits you in the face a little bit. Gets a nice deep shot on you. Does that wake you up in this final match here?
I mean, I think it meant that I start off slow. I mean, I like when kids hit me in the face. It's like, okay, let's go. You know, Daniel Dennis is one of the most physical guys you ever wrestle in your entire life. He'll punch you in the face, and if you say ow, he'll go, you're a freaking wuss. It'll get tougher. So that kid hit me in the face. It's kind of like, all right, let's scrap. So, I love that.
In looking at it, World Championship match, I think you're down 8-2.
8-3.
8-3.
Yeah.
What was the wake-up call there? Where did you get the sense of urgency? I know Rio prepared you for that. You
Right.
just said it. I heard it. But, 8-3, why not take a silver? What made you come back and win the world? Where'd the drive come from?
Well, for me, to take silver is not something I ever want to think about. So in my mind during that match, it was just, all right, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a point scorer. There's no way this kid works as hard as you do. There's no way this kid goes out there thinking, like to me, if I'm up 8-3, you're never going to beat me. You're not taking me down my back. If you take me down my back, you better hope there isn't 1 second left like Logan Stever. I'll still take you down. That's my mindset. And like I was just saying, I like be like Logan Stever a little bit in that like point scoring. So it just, to me, it wasn't like there's no panic. There was no like, oh my gosh, I got to go out and I got to try and throw him or something. And it was just, go out there and just do what you do, and points will come.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
Sometimes it seems like you get mad. You're mad at yourself at the end of that match.
I'm very hard on myself. That's one thing that he said, take me from here to here. I think that's something I need to improve on. Be hard to yourself, kind of like back doing sprints or something, instead of showing it to everyone, their mother. So, in that expression. So that's something I need to work on. Just kind of be like, you know what, I won. But we got lots of stuff to work on. We got a lot of hard work to do.
About a 2.5-hour drive home. Anything else for me?
Just for everyone out there that might watch this video, just keep having fun and enjoying the sport, or else don't do it.
Thanks for the time.
Thing here.